Oh my God. People, did you watch that? Welcome, welcome. This is the NV from the NV and Bars football show, and coming to you right after the Arsenal game against Leeds. As you could see right at the bottom, the final result is 0-0, and quite the exciting 0-0. You wouldn't expect it. You wouldn't expect it to be goalless, that's for sure. Both teams given up a lot of goals recently, scoring. At least Leeds scoring. Arsenal have not been scoring for quite some time. This is, I believe, the fifth game. One goal in 5 games. The one goal is a penalty. So we're looking at what, 5 games without goals from open play. Oh my God, are we back to the Emery days? Is that it? Are we back to the Emery days? Did we lose the whole momentum that we were coming with, the non-negotiables, being on top of the game, just being pressing, willing to dig in? That's what it is, being willing to dig in. We're not seeing any of that. We're just not. I mean, second half. Well, you know what? Let's start with this. I'll start with I guess almost the conclusion, because it's something I've been hinting at for a while, and it's a big issue with Arsenal. That is inconsistency and not being effective enough, not forcing themselves on the game. When you look at the first half compared to the second half, there was such stark differences. On one hand, Arsenal were controlling a little bit of the ball in the first half, but no bite, giving up a lot of opportunities for Leeds, and the opportunities Leeds were getting were, they were getting the shots on target, not quick enough to close down. You got to be quicker to close down, and we saw that in the second half. Arsenal were quicker to get to the right positions to close down because they were forced to after Nicola Pepe. Oh my God, I don't know what that was. Well, I do know what that was. That was stupid. And I bet he understands that too. I don't think that was the intention to just, well, who knows? Who knows? He's in a bad rut. I'm not sure why that happened, because he was playing really well. He was playing really well. There was a little bit of an altercation throughout the game with Alioski, or whatever his name was. Just nips and just pulls and tucks and whatever. So it got to Pepe's head and he made a bad mistake. But after that, playing a man down, Arsenal had to close down, had to just get out to players. There wasn't this, oh, maybe somebody else will do it for me, hoping that you don't have to make the extra effort, but they were forced to make the extra effort. Dua Lipa, Bellerin, running, all of a sudden closing down the ballerina. So he actually made a really good pass for Saka. So again, that was a really good pass because it was a tight space. He had nowhere else to put it but that area. And when you're a man down, you don't have many passing opportunities or options, right? So the one option he had, he went for it, found Saka. Saka couldn't bring it home. That would have been a perfect smash and grab. But we'll have to wait for that. We definitely got an amazing save from Leno, which basically kept us in the game. The reason we won was Leno, amazing performance. Or, well, you look at it as a win being a man down, but hey, a tie, 0-0 away after not having played well over the last couple of games. It's not the worst result, but not what you want to see. The first half was shocking. I mean, no, but they were just not running fast enough, not closing fast enough. Even Aubameyang. The Aubameyang we saw the second half was the Aubameyang we wanted to see. I have written down here, I really wanted to just be like, Aubameyang got to step it up, got to run more, but I cannot say that because second half he ran a lot. He was in the right positions, quick enough, and being a good role model to the younger players as soon as Pepe left the field. For some reason, with Pepe and Lacazette, I'm not getting a good enough vibe of being professional. Like that was a not professional thing to do, to just headbutt, even though it was very light. Just like it's not a professional thing to do to not give a penalty when somebody literally blocks a shot with their hand. The arm of the defender was in, the Leeds defender was up in the air. Aubameyang takes a nice rip, and the whole momentum of the shot is taken by the arm. So the shot was effectively blocked by the arm. and you don't even see the referee going to check. That took about 10 seconds to know Arsenal shouldn't have gotten the penalty. Well, take it as you will, but that was complete BS. Somebody tell me why a defender can act as a goalie, but that's fine against Arsenal. So, with that being said, didn't play good enough to win the game. There were opportunities for smash and grab. And this has been a repetitive theme over the last, what, 4, 5 games. There are results to be had. Arsenal are just not closing down. They're just not willing to dig in and force themselves on the game. So hopefully these kinds of things start improving as the games go on. But 0-0 away at Leeds, who have been on form, and getting a red, it's not the end of the world. It's not the worst result. Good thing that second half came as it did. And the players showed the grit and intensity and brought together some good opportunities, because if that had not happened, I was ready to really go at the team. Even Arteta, like, non-negotiables. What's that all about? Why are you coming in and saying, "Oh, all these non-negotiables," and they're going to be there, right? If it's non-negotiable and it's there, it wasn't there. It's not there enough last couple of games. So I'm calling out a little bit on Arteta and the players as well. They have to step it up. They have to be committed. You can't just be committed to the game in the second half. It's rough. It's really rough out here, and not much that we can do about it. For example, Pepe, really good first half, and then not as good second half. That's you can't have the entire team being inconsistent and hope to see that change happen right away. So we're asking for a lot. We're asking Arteta to change many years of bad habits, and that's not going to be overnight. We've seen glimpses. There has been better stretches, and now we're not in such a great stretch. So the fact that this was not a loss, and if we can bounce back, because we just got through the toughest fixtures that we could have. Played Leicester, played Aston Villa, and played Leeds. So we played the dangerous teams. We played City, we played Liverpool, and we played United. So we've played the top 6 competitors essentially, right? So most of them are than Tottenham and Chelsea. So most of the tougher fixtures are out of the way. So now if we can capitalize on the lower teams and start getting into form, then we could look at this in a positive note. But right now it's at a crossroads. We're at a big crossroads because this has been a long stretch of not playing well. So if the players don't turn it around and collapse on themselves, which I hope that's not the case, we could potentially see a quicker end to the Arteta era than many had hoped for. But hey, it's going to come down to, can you get the players in there? That's my personal. If you look at it, if you have the right players who are winners, who are going to dig in and do what it takes to win the game, then you don't have such questionable performances. For example, today, Ceballos was amazing, very tough, very gritty. Same for Pepe when he was in. Saka was playing really well. Tierney, I love Tierney today. He was playing hard, and at the end there, sticking up for your teammates. And Gabriel was playing a really good defense, holding as well. We were tidy in the back. Leno was good. Xhaka, not an exceptional performance, but a good performance. And Willock was in and out. It was a good chance to see him play, get the minutes, but not as effective. When Saka came in, that was incredible. That turn on the byline to get Tierney the ball, who then flew by, getting Aubameyang a pullback. That was another great opportunity. We were very effective. Like, all of a sudden, when we were 10 men with Saka, Tierney, and Aubameyang, the connection through that left side, with 3 players, we were able to defeat about 7 and beat out 7 with key passes through and across the middle. So when you want to do it, when you're willing to take the risks in making those incisive passes, when they work, you can just take teams apart when you have the right talent. And Arsenal have some of that talent. Just a little bit of the deadwood, more of the deadwood gone, more talent coming in. And I believe that we'll see an amazing Arsenal squad in the next couple of years. But that's if everything falls into place. So fingers crossed that happens for us. And it's not going to happen if we're going to continue headbutting players. So, Nicola Pepe, if you're out there and you're listening, stop that. And I just have to run it by you guys because I know I'm getting every couple weeks there's some questionable call. What do you think about that? Was that a handball? Like, was that a handball in your book? If you were to play around, pick up games with your boys, what's the deal? What's that? Are you going to actually say, oh, that was nothing? He just handed up blocking the ball with his arm, and that's okay. Is that what you're going to say? Well, that's it for today, guys. And for this game, maybe we'll see DJ BARZ soon. I think he's coming around. So stay tuned. Like, comment, subscribe, and tell your friends. Peace out, guys.